Guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Boluwatife, but of course you can call me Tife. I'm super excited for this video, as you can see. Okay, because you guys have been asking about this video for the longest, but I felt like I've done something like this before, but this will be a more clear and precise video regarding how to apply for a residence permit. Of course, I'm going to touch some other places, but mostly about student residence permit. So yeah, let's get started with the video. Oh, before we get started, if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you are a returning subscriber, what's up? How are you doing? So having said all that, let's start the video. So first of all, if you are a student, you apply for a student residence permit. However, if you are a PhD candidate, you actually apply for a residence permit for research PhD. As usual, I have my points here because I'm not trying to forget anything. All right, so this one was new to me. When I saw it, I'm like, okay, because actually the immigration services in Finland, they've updated their page a lot and updated some of their instructions and rules and requirements. So I actually had to go check it just to make sure that the information I had is still the same and I'm not misleading anybody. All right, so this is new. All right, if you're a student, master's student, bachelor student, you apply for student residence permit. However, if you're a PhD candidate, you apply for residence permit for research PhD. Sorry. Also, if you are a PhD candidate but have an employment, relationship with your school, probably they hire you as research assistant and all those kind of stuff, you apply for a whole new different residence permit. All I'm just going to say is that be sure to confirm that you're applying for the right residence permit. But do not worry, I'm going to link it down below. There are two very basic requirements for student residence permit: your fund and your insurance. That's what they are talking about. That's all they need. Actually, they need other things, little stuff, but the fund and the insurance is the big deal. So the fund is 560 euros per month, has to be in your account. Altogether for 2 years is 13,440 euros. Very interesting thing is that now, if you're a student, you get an admission, you get a residence permit, you can bring your family members. Before it wasn't so, but now you can actually bring your family member. Family members in this country is literally streamlined, but it's also funny because it can be your spouse, cohabiting spouse. Just chill, that one is not even funny yet. Cohabiting, okay, fine. Then there's guardians, which is like for people that are below 18-year-old, and then there is your dating partner. Is like, this is new. When I saw it this morning, I was like, okay, this is really new. So you can actually come with somebody that dates, but then the person applies for a different kind of residence permit, and I think it was residence permit on the basis of intimate relationship. Like I said, be sure that you're applying for the right residence permit. These things have different requirements. All right, so now that you know the requirements, so the first thing is make sure you meet the requirement. You know it, you make sure you meet it. You have your payslip, you have your fund, you have your insurance. So make sure you meet the residence permit. I'm reading it from here because I do not want to make any mistake. So the next one is make sure you have all attachments needed, like all the requirements. Make sure they are translated if they need to be translated. Say for example, you studied in some other language, make sure you translate them and they are legalized. The next one is fill in your application. Now you have everything. Now you know what you need. Now you can go ahead and fill in your application, then pay for your application in the online service. In the link below that I'm going to link, you're going to see what you need or how to pay for the application. So after you are paid for the application, if you are in Finland already, you can actually apply from Finland. But if you are any other place abroad, you can apply from any Finnish immigration service. Why is this fascinating to me? Because before you had to go back to your home country to do all the identity and everything. So I think this is updated and this is really good because it's not as stressful as before. Then the next thing is to wait for a decision. If they need additional information, they are going to contact you. That's one thing I really love about this, because they don't just deny you because something is missing. They reach out to you, they ask for it, and yeah, so if they need anything from you, they reach out to you. And when you get your decision, then you can get your residence permit from the country that you applied to. And you know, this is based on different posting of different countries. For example, in Finland, they send it to you. In Nigeria as well, then you put in your, I think you put in your address, if I can remember correctly, and then they send it to you as well. But just find out how you can send it or get it. Anyways, then yeah, that's it. So what is the waiting period? This is a very big question because it's different for everyone. Personally, I have had my experience and some other 3 people that I know, very different waiting period. Okay, but I also saw on the immigration service today that student residence permit is now treated as a priority, so I'm guessing it might be quicker. When I did my own, it was 2 weeks. I think the other 3 people, one was like 1 month, maybe 3 to 4 months, and the other one was like 2 months. So it's very different. I was 2 weeks, some people were months. So that I cannot answer, I cannot help you with, but hopefully it's as quick as possible so you can start your travel process. And yes, that's it. That's actually it. No, I actually want to add something. When you come here as a student and you get a work, say you get a thesis work or you get internship, you can work as much as you like. But if you get a job that is not related to your academic, you can only work 25 hours per week. And that 25 hours per week doesn't mean like you must work 25 hours this week, 25 hours next week. It's like on the average you work 25 hours. Say maybe this week you work 40 hours, next week you work like 5. So when it's calculated together, it still ends up being 25 hours per week. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does make sense. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to this video. I hope this has really helped you guys and help your question. If you have questions or you want me to answer some more questions, leave them down below. Like you want me to shoot a video with questions, then you can go over to my Instagram. I take your questions and I come back to answer them. So let's do that. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure you are subscribed. Seriously, if you're not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're doing. Just do that already. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, be sure to share it, and see you next time. Bye. 갑자기 내게 나타나준 너